Good day, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Now, those of you that are new and you are yet to subscribe, make sure you click on the subscribe button, like, share, and also make your comment. So last week we did analysis on GBPJPY, right? We talked about having a bearish move to take out this lows. So I've highlighted this lows, right? You can go back to confirm. I told you guys that I'll be watching out for this level for the week that GBPJPY will drop to take out this level, and I gave you a reason why we'll be hitting this level. Reason is that price has once reacted to this level, and I also told you that price also reacted here, and we saw a reaction here. So I told you guys that price will actually get to this same level. So price has now gotten to this level. Now price has gotten to this level. Now we want to know where this price will be moving for this week, which is in the first week of January. We would want to know where this price will be moving. In order to be able to predict such movements, we would actually start from the higher time frame, which is a monthly time frame. So we are going to understand this movement itself, why we will be making such move. I want you guys to pay attention to this. Now, take a look at this GBPJPY, right? We can say that this is an uptrend move. Markets do make three type of movements. It's either it's giving us an uptrend move, a downtrend move, or a ranging markets move. That is the three movements price will give us. But when you take a look at this on the monthly time frame, the full trend, especially those of you that are a position trader that would love to trade for a very long time, you know that this is an uptrend move, right? This movement started around 2019, right? Then it went up, then bounced up. Then around that 2020, that is when price started giving us that bullish move higher highs and higher lows. So let's start it from 2020, right? So GBPJPY has been giving us that bullish move. You can see the full trend. We all know that this is an impulse move, then impulse move downward, upward, sorry, higher highs and higher lows, uptrend move, no doubt. We can now see that this moving average that I've added, which is 10 period simple moving average, right? I use it a lot. You can use exponential if you want, no problem about that. So this is a 10 period moving average, right? So we can see that this price was trading above the 10 period moving average. Now, those of you that trade this 10 period moving average, you all know that once the price is above the 10 period moving average, then that is a buy movement, right? All you should watch out for is actually to go long on this JPY. So this is exactly what we'll be going. Then if you take a look at this, price has actually broken this 10 period moving average. This price broke above below this 10 period moving average. Sorry, it's just like a pullback. Now this is it, right? So I want you guys to understand this movement. So let's start it from here. We will see this as an higher highs, and we will see this as an higher lows. Then a new higher highs was formed there. And then when you take a look at this, this will be seen as an higher lows. Then if you take a look at this huge candlestick wick sticking out here, is a new highs that broke this previous highs anyway. So you will see this as a pullback, a new highs, right? This will be seen as a pullback, right? The pullback was massive. This was during this period, GBP got to its lowest point. Many of our GBP drop in, you can see it on GBP USD drop. It got to its lowest, right? We actually got this drop again. We saw that massive drop. You can see it on this GBPJPY. So price GBPJPY actually got to its lowest. So for this 2022, right now, price now gave us a new impulse move. You can take a look at this impulse move. Actually broke this previous lows, right? This impulse move, yeah, broke this previous lows. And guess what? After that impulse move, what do you expect? A lows has been made. Now that this lows has been made, what do you expect next? We expect a further impulse move. So by the way, we'll be able to get that impulse move in the month of January. By January, you should be able to see, price actually close, green. So I found a rejection here. I also find a rejection here. So once price came here, kind of a little bit of a breakout happened here. So let's take this one out, because this we can see, like, price got to its lowest point. The when GBP got to its lowest point with the USD, right? This is one of the reasons why we had this drop on GBPJPY. So we will take this out, and now price has now dropped to this lows here. And as we expect to find a reaction at this level, what do we expect next? We expect a further bullish move on the monthly time frame. By January, February, right, March, you should be able to see it, probably make a new high. So knows if in March, during the period of March, a new high will be formed. So I mean, if you're a position trader and you go ahead and take your buy, you want to take it to this highs, you should be aiming for, like, 1,300 pips, right? That is massive, right? So in 3 months time, you should be able to accomplish. And if you want to set your stop loss here, maybe 900 pips, Or I don't even think price you should even set it low. Anyway, GBPJPY for the long term, traders, this is an uptrend move. This, I think, this is an opportunity for you to go ahead, and go long, right? So all you just have to do is wait for a setup to go ahead. But we want to see this price will be moving for this week itself. In order to be able to predict for this week, we would have to go to the weekly time frame. Now take a look at this weekly time frame. What movements can you see on the weekly time frame? Definitely a ranging market move. But though the foot trend, if you have to zoom it out, the foot trend is an uptrend move. When you take a look at it, it's an uptrend move. We all know that after an uptrend move, it's either price give us a pullback and continue its uptrend move, or price will kind of range. Once it go up, it's kind of range then before it continues its uptrend move. So on the weekly time frame aspect of this, we are getting a ranging market move. So we see this as an as the resistance. We take this as a resistance, and we take a look at this drop to be the support level. And again, here would be as seen as a resistance level. Then the support level. During that period, GBP got its lowest point against the USD. This is one of the reasons why we had a massive drop on GBPJPY. Now we can take a look at this as the resistance. New highs was formed. Anyhow you see it. Now this price has dropped to this support level. What do you expect now? We now expect a bullish move. So this is one of the reasons why GBP JPY for this week we expect to open and close bullish. But have it in mind that price very much likely to drop to take out this huge candlestick wick at the bottom here, because price can eventually make such movements, right? So have it in mind that price can little bit drop, take out this huge candlestick wick you can see, which is trading at level of 155. Currently the price is trading at 158, which is not bad. We have about 158, 157, 156, 155. Like call it trade. How do I even say it? I can't really predict it, right? Anyway, we would want to see this price. Possibly, I'm not trying to say it will, because I believe price should actually find its rejection at this level. Then this week we should start spiking up. That is what I am watching out for. But price can come to the same level. We would want to take out a lot of traders. A lot of traders would be aiming to go long. There's no doubt about that, right? Every traders will know the trend itself says that and everything. But how this big banks trade, we want to take out a lot of traders stop loss. This is one of the reasons why I said there's every possibility that price can come to take out this huge candlestick wick before it goes bullish. And if price eventually draws, then we can go ahead to go bullish from a level of 155. And if price does not, then we would continue that impulse move or the bullish move at the level of 158. Anyhow, we should be watching out for a bullish move. So I expect GBP JPY to give me a bullish move for this week. Though this price is trading below this 10 period moving average, sooner or later, by the time January end, I believe by the end of January, we should see this price trading above the 10 period moving average. I believe that price, this moving average will be below our price by the time the month of January end, right? So that is it on GBP JPY. Now that should now take us to the daily time frame. So if you are following consistently, we talked about having a drop, right? One price drop this level, how we predicted this move. Then a pullback was made. We saw another drop, and here comes a pullback, right? And we got another drop on GBPJPY. And I told you guys about it's not the upper one. I told you guys that this pullback will be made. Once this pullback is over, what do you expect? We expect another drop, the final drop to this level of 158. And guess what? We've actually gotten to that level. You can see that this price is still trading above this 10 period moving average. So this week, that we are predicting for, I'll be expecting a bullish move upward. And like I also said previously, there's every possibility that price can come out to take this lows here, which this level of 155. You see this, kind of like a liquidity that was made. Instead of price to find a rejection up here, price kind of dropped to take out a lot of stop loss in, take out a lot of trader stop loss. Similar movements can happen. There's every possibility similar movements will happen. And if such movement does not happen, then we will continue that bullish move on GBPJPY. So by daily time frame, we will continue that bullish move. Now, for those of you that are a position trader that you want to go long, right, that we talked about on the monthly time frame, that I said you can go to grab about 1,300 pips and so on. If you want to go ahead and go long, the best setup I'll tell you is that maybe you should wait for this ice to be taken out. One, if you can't wait for that impulse move to be made, that will take out this ice, right, and a pullback will occur before you go ahead and go long. If you can't wait for that, then possibly wait for this price to be trading above the 10 period moving average, because as long as it is below this 10 period moving average, you should not actually sell. I mean, on the 4-hour time frame and the daily time frame, you should get an uptrend move, a bullish move before you go ahead and take your buy. Because once you go ahead and take your buy when this price is still selling, right, your stop loss might be taken out, except you have a very wide stop loss, which I would not really advise. So anyhow, you will be expecting an impulse move. Now let's see what this 4-hour time frame actually says. So the 4-hour time frame is still bearish. So you can still see the 4-hour time frame trading below our 10 period moving average. So like I said, before we actually go ahead and take our buy movement, especially those of you that want to trade it this week, I would possibly say wait for a multiple break or structure upward, and we can get that confirmation once that price is trading above the 10 period moving average. Once the price is trading above the 10 period moving average, then you can go ahead and go long on GBPJPY. Above all, we'll be expecting a bullish move for the week.